Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. It's Monday, honey. Make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in. If you want to share me out, share me out. I do appreciate you guys so much for coming. Um, hey, Angie. Hey, Kendra. How are you? Hey, Christine. I understand you can't come. So, thank you for just showing support as much as you can. I do appreciate you for doing that. Um, as you guys know, I have reported about a young man named Daunte Wright that has been fatally shot and killed by the police. Um, it's unfortunate that a young man's life has been taken, and it's more detail that has came out in this case. And we're going to discuss that. And we're also going to look at the body cam video of the incident, and we're going to look at that as well. Now I'm just so saddened by this. The crazy part about it, um, he was pulled. I'm trying to figure out. It still hasn't came out why he was pulled over yet. Why was he pulled over? That's the question that I have. Why was Daunte uh, shot? Now, this is some of the things what we need to know about this case is, guys, and this happened a couple of blocks away from the courthouse where Derek Chauvin is being tried for George Floyd's death. So not only is Minneapolis, is already on an uproar because of the trial of Derek Chauvin, but it's also in an uproar because of this now, and they basically they bringing out the National Guard and stuff like that. The city is like Minneapolis right now is in unrest, protest, and everything because of this incident. So and it's very, very sad. Well, I do know here that they does say here that says here that uh, the police pulled Mr. Wright over on Sunday afternoon for a traffic violation related to an expired tag. And then the officers discovered that he had a warrant out for his arrest. And they said that he stepped back into his car, prompting a brief struggle with one of the officers. I am going to show the body cam video. Now I'm just not even going, hey, Shar, how are you? Thank you for coming. I'm not even going to play around with this because, whatever it needs to be. Yes, Kendra, my heart goes out to them too. And his mother, we're going to talk about his mother because he did call his mother before, he did after he jumped in the car. This is from what I've been researching. After he jumped in the car, he called his mother and said, "Mama, they pulling me over because of the air freshener." And I'm like, "What? The air freshener that's hanging on the, on the rear view mirror." And they said that later after that he crashed and he died. This is very this is sad and crazy. But we're going to see the body cam video. Just allow me a moment here while I pull this up. This is, we just have to pray, guys. We just have to pray, and we have to keep his family in prayer. We definitely. This is a very graphic video, guys. So let me get it up. Hold on. Let me get it up. This is the body cam video. Hold on. Let me go back. Okay, guys. Hold on. All right, y'all. Let me pull it up. All right, y'all. So I have it here, and I am going to pull it up, and I'm going to show you guys the body cam video um, of what happened here. I found it on Larry Reed Live. If you guys have ever heard of Larry Reed, I don't know him, but hey, he got the body cam video, so I'm going to show it. Here it is. Let me play the audio. Hold on. So this is Daunte Wright, and we're gonna watch that body cam video again. Okay, guys. So that is I do not own the rights to that, but I did show it. So what has came out is this is an accidental death by the police. What the police have put out is that the officer, her name has been released. Hey, Bacon with Charlene. She said that she was she was reaching for her taser, and she pulled out the gun and fatally shot him. He didn't die off like when she first shot him. It was like when he drove off. That's when he passed away. He had an accident. He hit another vehicle, and then he passed away. So the officer name is, and I'm gonna pull her face up in just a second. This is the officer right here. This is the officer right here. Her name, this is the officer. And her name is, her name is Officer Kim Porter. She is on a standard administrative leave. And the police chief said he believed that the shooting was accidental and that the officer thought she fired her taser instead of her service weapon. The city, as we know, we just watched the body cam footage of the shooting. And the Minneapolis Police Department has been the Minneapolis city is in unrest at this moment. The Mrs. Porter has been working for the department for 25 years. And she has represented, she is the president of the Brooklyn Center Police Officers Association. And in that role, she has represented other officers involved in deadly shootings. According to an investigation by the Hennepin County Attorney's Office, Porter was one of the first officers to arrive after police shot and killed Kobe DeMock Heisler in 2019. Investigative records show Potter advised the officer during the early stages of the investigation and was present when one officer gave his statement. Those officers were eventually cleared of any wrongdoing. So now she has hey Angie, how are you? Now she's in this position now that since she's been helping the other officers. Now she's in a position now that she could lose everything or her job and be charged with murder because of the fact that she killed this unarmed young man. And it does seem as though he was resisting a bit, but he just got pulled over for a traffic violation. And then they discovered that he had a warrant out for his arrest. So I guess they was just gonna, put him in jail, and for his, but sometimes even though they have, if you cooperate with the police, some police officers now, if they know you have, they'll just say, get your fine, take, it might have just been a little simple fine, um, and that's what you're right. How did she get confused with the taser and the gun? See, it seems like maybe I'm playing devil's advocate here. Maybe the gun maybe the gun and the taser are the same. I know this sound maybe a little bit crazy, but maybe the gun and the charger the taser felt like the same. But I'm just going to be honest, like it is a bit crazy that like when they were tussling, she said taser, taser, taser. And so, but instead of the taser, she pulled out a gun and he got in the car and drove off. I wish he would have never drove off. I wish he would have just stayed there to be seen about. Like what do you guys think? And I feel like she was just a little bit on the nervous side. Like when you are you have to build relation like in a community within the community. I feel as though the police officers need to build a relationship with civilians. Supposedly, but let's look at the cam again. Let's look at this video again, and maybe we can see where her taser is coming from. Let's look at it again, Charlene. Thank you for that observation. Let's look at this one more time, guys, and see through the body cam where her taser was located. Let's look at it. I'm gonna show it one more time. Maybe just allow me a moment. Okay, guys. So, whoa, let me. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let's do this over. Okay. Let's look at it one more time. It doesn't give a clear view on where the taser was actually at. So it's going to be hard to determine where her taser was located. But it seems like the other police officers' tasers was right here, and their gun was right here. That's looking at the other officers. Let me go look at some pictures or something. Hey Chris, how are you, boo? Let me go look and see if I can find some pictures or something like that to be more concise on where she had her her service weapon and had, hold on. That look like a whole gun right there. Hold on, y'all. I'm finna pull up a picture. No, I ain't trying to catch no copyright strike. So guys, so as we know, guys, Daunte Wright, his life has been taken, and it seems like an accidental death. I don't know if they're going to charge. Do you guys believe that she should, everybody just put it in the chat. Do everyone believe that she should be charged with his death? Answer that question and let's be honest. Do you think that she should be charged in his death for taking his life and accidentally charging her service weapon instead of the taser? She's saying it was a honest mistake, but someone's life has been taken. So what's to do when someone's life has been taken? Daunte Wright's mother has spoken out. I am going to play it. Hopefully, I don't get in any trouble. Hold on. Okay, Chris, why do you feel as though she needs to be charged? Hey, Joshua Fonte. Like, we're still dealing with with Derek Chauvin's case and him being, still being charged with murder, and his trial is still ongoing. So, hold on.
63rd and Lee in Brooklyn Center.
Hold on. All right, y'all. I'm gonna play this. Hopefully, hold on. All right. Okay. Hopefully, I don't get no strike. Okay, so this is the mother giving her last account of the phone call that was made.
As crowds gathered at the intersection of 63rd and Lee in Brooklyn Center, the mother of 20-year-old Daunte Wright identified her son as the man killed by police earlier today.
He said, yeah, they pulled him over to get air fresheners. They need to get there. I'm about insurance. I will, police officer comes back to the window, put him on the phone, and I will give him the insurance.
Brooklyn Center Police released an update saying officers pulled over a driver for a traffic violation on Orchard Avenue shortly before 2 p.m. Sunday. It's unclear why officers pulled over the driver, but officers say the driver identified by his mother as Wright had an outstanding warrant.
Then I heard the police officer come to the window and say, put the phone down and get out of the car. And Daunte said, why? And he said, well, explain to you when you get out of the car.
Brooklyn Center Police say as officers attempted to take the driver into custody, he got back into his car.
I heard the police officer say, Daunte, don't run.
That's when police say an officer then discharged his weapon, striking the driver.
Like a minute later, I called and his girlfriend answered, which was the passenger in the car, and said that he'd been shot.
Wow. So
it's not.
That's Daunte's mother's account of everything. And I did not know there was an additional passenger in the car that can recount everything. Hey, Nancy, there was an actual person in the car with him that can recount everything that happened. Like he's saying an air freshener in the window, but the police officers are saying that it was like an inspired tag or something. So what it was. Kendra stated, according to the chief of police, he stated the gun goes on the side of what hand the officer uses and taser goes on the other. Okay. Yeah. I feel as though she should be let go because of her negligence of not using the proper procedures, even though she's stating that this is an actual mistake. But when you out there in law and you're a police officer, you can't act off emotions. You can't act off of maybe being a little scared. You have to hold that up, and you have to be. I feel like you have to be fair and just be Wright be a good cop, not a bad cop, you know. I think Daunte, he had 20 years old. He wasn't even old enough to even get a drink. He was just 20 years old. Daunte was 20 years old. Chris said, do not believe that it was a mistake. She did what she intended to do. Charge her these devils. Well, see how she's going to get off though, Chrissy. I'm gonna say if this go to trial, they're going to hear her say, they're going to hear her say, taser, taser, taser. So she's notifying the other police officer that is trying to get him not to run. They say, well, she was trying to tase him, but she accidentally pulled the wrong weapon. Is it right for someone's lives to be taken? No, it's not. It doesn't justify his life for being taken. No, it don't. You know, and she's gonna have to live with that for the rest of her life. No matter what, if you're a lawyer or if you are a law enforcement officer or just a regular citizen, when you take someone's life, that stuff lives with you for the rest of your life. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, we just have to we just have to pray. Okay. Tell me what. Okay. Let me see here. Well, I just know that, you know, the city. I understand what you were saying, honey. Oh my God! Like, I hate that this young man lost his life. He didn't even get to enjoy his life. I wish he wouldn't have just tried to run. Like, I understand that she was wrong for shooting and killing him, but it's just, I don't know. And you know, right now, Minneapolis is like one of those places that is very sensitive um because of the fact
Mukbang
of the
presents the
Derek
strawberry
Chauvin
shortcake cake for Mother's.
George Floyd situation. Um, I wonder how they're going to handle this situation here. I know that the mother probably, this city gonna be, let me tell you something, Minneapolis is gonna be bankrupt in a minute, paying all these people money. Because the mother is definitely going to sue the city for wrongful death. Wrongful death suit. Get ready for it. Okay. Yes, I have never been tased, but definitely our taser probably do feel different than a gun. So, honey, you know, it's like, we have to pray. We have to pray for this young man. It says here, you know, that I still don't understand. So I understand when they do pull you over and they ask you for your driver license information. I wonder why he ran. That's the only question I have. Like, why did he ran? I understand when you see, like, it's so much when it comes to police officers in the Black community. It's like the police officers are scared. It seems like we are scared. And it seems as though, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you get trigger happy because you're nervous that something is going to happen. And now actually something has happened. Yeah, he had a warrant, but he was pulled over for, yeah, he had a warrant. But it must have been, what type of warrant was it? I'm going to do some research there. What kind of warrant did DeAndre Daunte Wright have, because if he was running, like, it could have just been because he ain't paid a ticket. And you running from the law because of that? True. Excuse me, y'all. Yes, Kendra. That's how she's going to get off, because she said taser, taser. But instead of her pulling out the taser, see, they're going to say that this was just because he ran. They're going to be the number one thing, because he ran. And she said taser. So she is a highly, yeah, he panicked and she panicked because she thought that he had, a gun or something. Hey, Miss Brown Eyes. You're right. You're right. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is right on their opinions and stuff like that. But she's probably, and a lot of people are going to be upset about it, but this would never not be a Derek Chauvin kind of case. Now, the mother will get some money. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all the outcome. The mother will get some money. She will sue the city and get some money for a wrongful death lawsuit. The officer probably will be a desk kind of officer. She won't be going out there in the field like that, and she will still have her job. And I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all, because ain't nobody gonna keep it real, but I'm gonna keep it real. It's the truth. Yeah, Charlene, the whole situation is sad and terrible, and I hate that he ran. If he would have just stayed there, I'm not blaming him for his death. I'm just saying I'm blaming him. I'm not blaming him for his death and what the police officer. I'm saying don't run if you're not. If you are not guilty, yes, I have been in situations. I'll be real, y'all. I have been in situations where I done went through a roadblock and they asked me for my license, and my license is I had my license, but it was a warrant out for my record, so I ain't paid a ticket. And it's been times that the police officers have just let me go, told me to take care of my fines and go head on. Yes, you know, when you don't pay your parking tickets and stuff like that, yes, you do get a warrant out for your arrest and stuff like that. But does it warrant for anybody a warrant? Does a warrant deserves you to a death sentence? No, it don't. Excuse me, y'all. Miss Brownside, me. Justin Fonte said, as much as I want to treat it like a mistake, we really can't do to the climate. We can't let it slide, because then people gonna be like, well, y'all let her slide, so y'all call it means nothing. True. And I get what you're saying with that, Justin Fonte. I get what you're saying with that. But let me just say this. They are not going to look at the Black Lives Matter, because yes, he was unarmed, but they also going to say he was resisting. That's going to be the cause of her getting away with this, because she announced, like I said, she announced in that video that there was a taser. So she was getting ready to tase him. And instead she put out a gun. So in my personal opinion, guys, she is not going to be arrested. They're going to do a private investigation. They're going to give the mama some money, and that's going to be the end of it. She probably will, and then there's going to be more rioting and protesting and stuff like that. But that's the gist of it all. Like, if he would have just sat there and went to jail for his warrant, or just sat there and accepted his fate, whatever it was going to be. Because he told his mama now, they pulled him over an air freshener. I ain't never known a police officer to pull somebody over an air freshener. I know for 10, and stuff like that. But for over an air freshener hanging on a rearview mirror, I ain't never seen nothing like that. Oh, Miss Brown, I hate my I'm just. And I understand I'm terrible. Miss Brown, let me tell you, I am scared as well. But we have to teach our sons not to run and not to think that every time you interact with a police officer, you're going to die. That's what we have. We have to teach them to comply. And if there's an officer that is being too aggressive, is too, being like doing too much, then just comply. Just and then when you get your day in court, that's why we got these cell phones, so you can record the whole situation. And whatever it is whatever it is. Yeah. Yes, the protesters are going off right now. Yes, they are destroying Minneapolis. But let me just say this. Like I said, this happened a couple of blocks from the courthouse where Derek Chauvin is being tried for George Floyd's death. And I'm just going to say this, guys. I'm just going to keep it real. Like, if Derek Chauvin is not found guilty on anything, Minneapolis is going to be even worse in Minneapolis because of a black man, a man sitting on another man's neck and killed him. And it's evidence of that. There's no reasonable doubt that he did that. He did it. And so this has happened, and the defense is getting ready, guys, to present their case for Derek Chauvin to prove reasonable doubt. So, I'm just gonna say this, guys. Child, I pray for the people that are not wanting to be a part of it. I hope that they're able to be safe and be peaceful. I just hope everything becomes peaceful, Lord. So I'm blaming them for his death. They are so quick to pull their gun on us. Y'all might forget that it was a white man eating another man's face and they was able to arrest him. What? Eating another man's face? Yeah, Charlene, all hell will break loose if Derek Chauvin is not found guilty on something, child. Just something. 3rd degree, 2nd degree manslaughter, something. Like I said, the state of Minneapolis gonna be broke because they're killing all these people and they doing all these wrongful death lawsuits. Look how much they paid George Floyd's family. Millions on top of millions, honey. They family sitting lovely. But does it replace his life? Does it turns a blind eye to what Derek Chauvin did by sitting on his neck and putting pressure on his neck? Okay, Miss Brown Eyes. Now, child, I don't need to be watching stuff like that, child. Because sometimes when you watch stuff like that, it put a little hatred in your heart towards other races and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? It's other races. I'm gonna be real. It's other races that are being racially profiled too. But I know some people, not as extreme as black people, but Asian Americans, Mexicans, Hispanics, they all are being, like, any brown skin kind of people are being racially profiled. And it's sad. It's more than just us that are being racially profiled. I'm just going to say that. Yeah, I remember that. Yep. Yep. You're right, Chris. 27 million, honey. honey, they set for the rest of their life. Does it replace George Floyd? No. But they deserve that for what Derek Chauvin did. Like, there's do need to be more. I know that, you know, you do need guns. Police need guns to, excuse me, y'all, to protect themselves. Yes, police do need guns to protect themselves and to protect, you know, from being shot and killed. But it's like Miss Brown Eyes stated, it should be a time when you decide to pull a weapon out and kill the person fatally. So if a person is resisting, what's the better option? Like I said, they need more training like that. Like, what's the better option if you have someone that is unarmed? Right, Miss Brown Eyes. True. You're right. As I was stating, um, I done lost my train of thought. Okay, so as I was stating, what I was just talking about, I don't went blank. It's gonna come back to me anyway. But yeah, it does. Having all that money does not replace the individual person. And yes, there do need to be more police training on when to discharge their service weapon. That's what I was talking about. I feel like there needs to be some type of police training when to discharge their service weapon and when to use a taser and when to use some force, not excessive force, but force enough to get the person to calm down and get them inside a vehicle, you know, inside the police car. I do feel that. I do feel like, you know, the police do need to be trained more on that. Especially if someone is not like this guy, he didn't have any weapon or anything. He was just basically resisting. You know, we're gonna have to own it. Like, he was resisting arrest. He was trying to run. And the only option was to either he didn't have the option. The option was to tase him, but he child, she done pulled out the gun and shot him and killed him, Lord. Lord. I just don't. Oh, Lord. Excuse me, guys. You know, I just hate this young man life to just be taken, and he didn't even get to enjoy his life. He didn't. Um, it is. I pray that his mother get some peace and some understanding. I don't know how this officer may feel, but I know that something has to be done and some type of training needs to be put into place. One thing about it, money doesn't solve everything. Sometimes justice is just enough. Miss Brown Eye said, and with any other job, being an idiot will get you fired. And I'm so tired of these police officers using "I was scared." The hell are you scared? And I to be the one protecting and serving, right? So if you're here to protect and serve, why are you so scared? That's understandable. Like, why are you so scared if you are here to protect and serve? You have to have some strength, and you have to know how to approach people and situations. And that's true. It's a lot of people, white people, that resist arrest and they don't get and they don't get killed. So it could just be a little bit of fear. They may some people of other races feel like black people are more aggressive. I'm keeping it real. Black people are more aggressive than any other race. But excuse me, y'all. I did not mean to do that. I'm gonna have to edit that out. I might need to go to bed myself. But people of different races, they okay, Chris. But see, he wasn't like, I get what you're saying. Yeah, just your funny girl. That was a long kind of young. Got to do better. Got to do better. But let's just pray for his mother, guys. Like, I just, my heart just goes completely out to her because I know that this is not a good feeling for her to go through this and lost her son. He was just 20 years old. That's one thing I prayed for daily is my kids to bury me, not me to bury my kids. Y'all get what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about from death, like sudden death, or just, not from someone killing me or killing them. Because that's the most tragic thing you could ever go through is burying your child. That's the most tragic thing someone can go through is burying their child. Okay, guys. So if any more information or anything like that comes out about this case, I will keep you guys updated. I know, and I'm just gonna jump subject here. Okay, we're going to go back. If nothing else has come on the news that I need to discuss, I am going to go back and review this case. This case that I was told about. I think her name was Tiffany Moss. Tiffany Moss was convicted of starving her stepdaughter, child, and starving her stepdaughter. And then the daddy burnt her, trying to cover up what happened. He done burnt her with some lighter fluid, trying to charcoal her, child. Anyway, we're going to look into her case. Tiffany Moss, when she went to her case, when she went to trial, she represented herself and she got sentenced to death. And we're going to go back and I hope you guys can go with me. We're going to go back, we're going to look at this case, and we're going to discuss this case. I want you guys' real opinion about it because I want you to know, do you guys think that she deserved the death penalty? That's the question we're going to answer is, do she deserve the death penalty? Because I'll give you guys some more details when I finish doing my due diligence, as I say. But yes, Tiffany Moss has got supposed to be executed, but the Supreme Court upheld it, and she got new representation, and she may be not getting off, but she may be getting life, but she will not be put to death. We don't know that yet. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to look into that further, if it's any other things, guys, I want you guys to know. Y'all, I'll put out a little short video or something like that. I've been slacking, guys, but I got to go back and put my foot on some necks. You know what I'm saying? I have been slacking, but it's time for me to step my game up some more. Like I said, you know, if you guys, I do post a lot of things in my news and views group. No, that's not the lady from Port Gibson. No. I don't think she's from Port Gibson. She's from Atlanta area. Yeah, she's from she murdered her in Lawrenceville, Georgia. It's so sad. And the daddy, I just feel like the daddy, he's even worse. He the one that needed the death penalty because he the one that tried to burn the damn baby. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. But he got off because he testified against him. Ignorant. But why would you let somebody starve your child? Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. But make sure, yes, I post a lot of things that I'm going to talk about on the news and views group. So if you guys have not joined the news and views group, all you have to do is press the join button and you'll be able to join. And as well, guys, if you are new here and you ain't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna try my best to come live each and every day to give you guys some kind of update. On the weekends, I really don't do anything too much on the weekends, but through the week, I usually be live at least 3 to 5 times a week. Yeah. This case is sad. And the way that this woman had no remorse for this child's death, I'm talking about, she represented herself. And she was emotionalist at the same, she was emotionalist. Like, she just didn't have no emotions at all. And I'm like, what you trying to plead insanity? Is you trying to say that you a little slow? So, but guys, yeah, we're going to talk about this case. It may be a Friday night. It may be a Friday night, late night conversation that we do. Or I may talk about it in sections to this week. It just depends on what new stuff comes out. Like I said, with Takia Beverly new case, they do have a gag order in place. So I don't know what's going on in the case. So, you know, it's hard for me to give you guys an update on Takia because, and you know what I'm saying, on Victoria Rose Smith, haven't heard anything about that. Or when Jerry or Ariel going back to court, haven't heard anything about that. Or Orrin or Orson, they're still missing. Guys, some of these cases just, you know, when it comes out, you know, I'll give you the update. But that's all that I have for tonight. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to be talking about. We may be get into the Tiffany Moss case and look into her and who she was and stuff like that, and look at the trial so we can we'll see, did she really deserve the death penalty? You know what I'm saying? So y'all have a good night. Y'all see y'all on tomorrow.